Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you a game between Nepomniachtchi and Ding Liren. This game was played at round 10 of Tata Steel Masters. So let's quickly jump into the game. So Nepo started with e4. Now we have e5, so solid move. Knight f3, knight c6, bishop b5. We have a Spanish opening or royal opus. a6. Those moves are very normals. Bishop a6, knight f6, castle, bishop e7, and d3. So actually this opening was played many times between these two, also in World Chess Championship. So b5, bishop b3, and of course by many other players. d6, c3, castle. In a game of a World Championship, Nepomniachtchi played h3. But here he opted for a4. Quite interesting move. Now we have bishop to d7, developing a bishop. And here we have many moves like knight to d2. Idea is that after knight to a5 we play bishop to c2. But here we also can play bishop to c2 or even rook to e1. But here Nepo opted for very interesting and very rare bishop to a2. An idea, of course, that knight a5 we have already moved the bishop away, so white can play something else. Now h6, useful move. h3, again we create a loft for a king, the same as black did. Now rook to e8 was played, and after bishop to e3 we have normal Spanish position. Instead of this, rook to e1 could be played. And here, many options. Black can play bishop to f8, then knight d2, and so on. But here, Ding Liren played rook to b8. And we can take here, so there are many lines, pawn takes and knight to d2. But Nepo opted for knight b to d2, which actually is not the best move, as you can see. Computer suggests it's now small mistake, because here very good move would be just to take here, and let's say knight to c4, bishop f8 and bishop to b1, knight e7, bishop c2, and knight g6. So actually in this position black is a little bit better, but after this move bishop to f8 was played. And now Nepo plays really interesting and really aggressive with g4. Of course, idea is g5. Now we have bishop to e6, kind of logical to exchange this dangerous light square bishop. Here, instead of that, also knight to h7 could be played. ab, king h2, and rook are prepared to go here. So bishop e6, Nepo took, rook takes, ab, and here white goes all in with g5. So hz, this is actually the best move. Here instead, if knight goes to e8, now we take here, and yes, and as you can see, king h2 and king is open and white is better. So hg, knight takes g5, rook e8. Now king h2, of course idea is to open a rook for g file. We have d5. So why d5? Because yeah, whenever attacked on the flank, we have to strike in the center. But actually here, queen to d7 is computer recommendation, not d5. But after d5, Nepo played rook to g1, very good move. Now we have d4. So here we have to take, it's the best move. cd, and here in this position you can decide whether to take with d-pawn or knight. Which do you think is better? Better actually is to take with the knight, because now idea is that black will play c5 and supporting this knight. But in the game, Ding Liren took with a pawn, and now we have very powerful bishop to f4. Of course, the only move, but the idea is to go to the g3. We have bishop to d6. In this position, actually, Nepo played bishop to g3, but also possible is just to take, queen takes check, king h1, queen f4, and we have knight to f3, knight e5, and rook to c1 is computer recommendation, and white has small advantage. But Nepo played bishop to g3, bishop takes, rook takes. Of course, we want to keep the line open, so taking with the pawn would be a small mistake also because of this move, and there are some evading squares already for black. So rook has to take on g3, and here queen d6, actually very good move, pinning the king, and king to g1. Also king to h1 was considered to be better, but it's very hard to say what is better, king here or king here. Only computers can find actually that king to h1 is a little bit better. And here a rook to a8 was played, and actually Nepo was critical about this move in his post-match interview. He suggested queen to f4, but actually this is a mistake after knight to f3, because now black position is unstable. We have many plans like going here and here, so not a good move. Sorry. So we have rook to a8, rook takes, queen b3, attacking f7 and b5. So queen to d7 was played. Now we have knight to f3, and here actually the Ding Liren goes for a wrong idea with rook to b8. Actually the only move here, or the best move, is maybe knight to h5 and attacking rook. So rook g8, g4, check, and king to g2. And after rook to b8, queen to c2 was played. But actually here knight to h4 is better move, and idea is to go to f5. So let's go on. Rook b6 was played in game. Now we have e5, attacking a knight, knight h5, so attacking rook. Rook has to go up, and here decisive mistake was played with rook to b8. The best move here is queen to d5. Now we have queen to c1. So let's see, f6, ef6, knight f6, and here let's go back. Here taking on e5 is a mistake because knight takes, queen takes, and a rook to e4, attacking a queen. If queen goes here, this is a checkmate because king cannot go here because of the knight. After rook to b8, queen to c5 was played, rook d8, final mistake. Here e6 win quickly, but knight e4, queen e6, rook h4 was played, rook to d5, we have queen to a3, g6, and knight f to g5. Yes, so actually if now queen moves, of course we can take here, take, and queen is lost. So guys, thank you for watching this video, and please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye.